The Guyanese farmers have had a challenge for decades in terms of the reliability of moving fresh fruits and vegetables into the New York area. Um, and particularly the problem is when you when you reap the fruits and vegetables and you pack them, time becomes of the essence because you have to have an efficient direct flight into directly to the marketplaces. Um, Dynamic, there's 10 tons available on the dynamic planes every year the planes leave here. And so on a sustainable basis, if we are going to be looking if we're going to be looking at daily flights out of Guyana to the New York area, and you have 10 tons every day, and we have to fill that space. Our farmers got to step up to the plate big time. Now, the New York market could take it because you're looking now at 70 tons a week. And so it is not just a one-off. We have to have a consistent and sustainable flow of export material to satisfy the need in the New York area. And when you go to New York, what you see is all the marketplaces are filled with fresh fruits and vegetables coming from other parts of the Caribbean, the Dominican Republic, and so on and so on. And so we really need to take advantage of this opportunity. Now, the farmers obviously need help. So it comes in, the Ministry of Agriculture got to be able to step up to the plate as well with us. We have to go and visit the farmers. We have to find the exporters. We got to match them together. And we got to help the farmers in terms of the phytosanitary systems of their produce, in terms of what insecticides they're using, what pesticides they're using, what fertilizers they're using, because in today's world, those things are very, very important when you start to move fresh fruits and vegetables into the New York area. Our phytosanitary systems got to meet the U.S. accreditation systems, and so there's a lot of work to do. But the dynamic dispensation gives us an enormous opportunity for our small farmers to develop their businesses, to grow, to create more employment, because agriculture is such an important sector in Guyana. Already we are losing out. Already we are losing out on the opportunities that agriculture presents to us in the Caribbean. The Caribbean hotels are spending billions of dollars importing fresh fruits and vegetables into the Caribbean to feed their hotel chains. And Guyana could actually supply that need. But our farmers need help. So the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Health, the Bureau of Standards, and the government agencies are coming along with the private sector. We need to go now, meet with those farmers, and start talking to them. We need to meet with the U.S. authorities, find out what the standards are, what is the limitations, and then bring our farmers up to the level to be able to now have access to that New York export market. It's an amazing opportunity for Guyana, for individual farmers, in huge ways. And so what we will do is, I think our first meeting will have to be where we meet with the Ministry of Agriculture. And I did, in fact, meet with the Ministry of Agriculture before, but we need to do it again. We need to then take the lead from them and take it and find out what is the requirements for the New York, for the U.S. authorities to accept fresh fruits and vegetables from Guyana. Then we need to go to our farmers and ensure now that we could help them meet those standards. And then we have to get the kind of packaging material, and then we got to match the farmers with the exporters and then with the importers into the U.S. So there's some work to be done. The biggest obstacle, or the most immediate obstacle facing us at the moment, though, like I said, is the fact that at the international airport, if you're taking cargo in the belly of a passenger plane, you need to scan the cargo 100%. So either you search it physically 100%, or you have the technology to scan the cargo. And unfortunately, our scanners at the airport do not meet the specifications of the TSA in the U.S. And so the government of Guyana has given us the commitment that they are actually now, in fact, looking to source that equipment And so we should have that equipment in Guyana, I'm hoping within months. And while we are in the process of sourcing that equipment, we'll be doing all of the preparation work with the psychosanitary systems and helping the farmers to come up to scratch. I am I am actually hoping that within months. I am looking at it. Already we are doing like we did fresh foods, we did seafoods and so on already. But I am hoping because the big market and the big opportunity for Guyanese farmers is to flood the New York markets with that. And I'm thinking that within months. So that it is a strategy we are putting in place, and I am looking at months. The way that would happen is they'll consolidate. The way that will happen is that they will consolidate. And so they there'll be the shippers and the shippers, the big shippers and the big exporters will have to buy the produce off of the smaller farmers, and the farmers the big thing with the farmers is is being able to be accredited. So the farmers need to be accredited by their compliance with the required standards, the required psychosanitary standards. What are they doing with fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, and so on. And then their produce become qualified um, to be exported into the U.S. Um, Now, what will happen, of course, is the prices that we will be able to be competitive with in the New York market will make it very affordable for the farmers to do it. That is how they'll pay for their transport. So this is a partnership that is being developed where we will help them and they will help themselves. We do have the freezers. There are freezers already at Temeri. The freezers belong to the government, but they're in the Paracan bond, and so they're already refreezed at Temeri. So that if they have to chill them, the chillers are there already. The government is extremely supportive, and I see an amazing partnership developing between Guyana and Dynamic Airways and the importers in the U.S. to make this happen.